Hey friends, it's Rachel with the Ponds Farmhouse, and I'm back with another old school craft for you. This is a simple, easy crochet pattern. This is for a placemat, and this one turns out really cute. It's some simple stitches, but done in a little bit of a different way. I think you'll really like how quick and easy these are to make, and I'm going to share with you step-by-step instructions so that you can get these textured placemats for your own home. They can be customized size and color with enhancements. So I'll share all of that with you. Okay, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and do our chain, and we're using a heavier cording for this because we want them to be real sturdy and thick. However, even with a larger hook, you're going to notice that it's a little stiffer to work with, but the results are well worth it. I'm using this cording. It takes a whole roll of the cording to do each placemat, but I'm putting all the information in the description below of what kind of cording I used and the needle and that sort of thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 29 chains. If you wanted a larger piece, you could chain more, but this one comes out to be approximately 12 inches deep, and then we're going to go across and it'll be 16 inches wide. Now we're at the end, so what we're going to do now is we're going to turn it, and we're going to go ahead and do a single stitch across. We want to chain one first, and then we're going to single stitch all the way across to the other end. You want to make sure that you're maintaining the number of stitches as you go. So when you get to the end, you should have 29 stitches across with the single crochet. So that's very important, especially for this piece, because it is going to be rectangular shaped and you want your edges to be even. Okay, we're at the end now. We've got 29, and we're going to turn, and we're going to go ahead and begin our next stitch. Now, this is a half double crochet, but we're doing it on the front loop only. So, we're going to first of all chain 2, so that'll count as the first one. And then you notice there's like a V shape here. And what we're going to do is just work in that very first loop of the V, not both of them this time. So go ahead and yarn over, bring your needle into that second stitch. You can see it's in just one loop, right there, one loop, and then you're going to yarn over, pull it through, and you've got 3 loops on your hook. You're going to pull through all 3 loops, I'm sorry. Okay, so that was our first double crochet in the front loop only. Okay, so now we're going to do this again. Same thing, pull it through. And you'll notice it gets a little easier as you get more that you can hang on to. It's always a little tricky in the very beginning, but this one is a real quick and easy process. You're going to just, again, loop over, go in, pull it through, and then pull it through all 3. That's a half double crochet. Now, we're going to go ahead and do this all the way across, and then when we get to the end, we're going to turn, and we're going to go ahead and chain 2 and start the process all over again. Now, you're going to do this for 4 rows. So we're going to chain 2. See how stiff it is? It's a little harder to get through sometimes than it would be if you were using softer yarn. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip that first there. We don't want to go back into the same stitch. So you just kind of look and then go ahead and begin in that front loop again. Now, some people do, there's another way to do this. You can do it in the back loop. But for our purposes today, we're just doing it in the front loop. And this actually causes like a ridge in the pattern that you don't get if you go through both. Now you notice I about went through both of them there. So you want to always correct that and make sure you just go through the one. Another thing this does is it makes it a little bit of a looser stitch. You're going to do 4 rows of those, and then as you see here, we've got the 4 rows of half double crochets, and then we're going to turn and we're going to start with our double crochets, which is going to be a little quicker work here. So we want to chain 3. And once you have the 3 chains, then you're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to skip that first one and you're going to go into the front loop of the second one. And a double crochet is you wrap over, pull it through 2, wrap over again, and pull it through 2. And then you've got a double crochet. So we're going to do this all the way across again. And I'll just kind of show you, a couple of times in case you need a refresher on how to do a double crochet. So what we're doing here is we want to, first of all, put the yarn over, put it through that front loop, pull it through, pull through 2 loops, wrap again, and pull through 2 loops. Or yarn over again. I'm always saying wrap, but it's the technical term is yarn over, and you'll see that on patterns and on the. I'm going to have the instructions in my description down here so you can see that. Okay, now we've got 12 rows of the double crochets, and now we're ready to basically start over again with the half double crochets because we want both ends of our piece to look the same. So we're going to chain 2 from the beginning and then do the half double crochet again. And this is fairly simple. You go through all 3 at the same time, and then again yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3, and that's your half double crochet. The key again, making sure you stay in that first front loop, not in the back and not through both of them. This is fairly quick and easy. We're going to do 4 again. So it's going to mimic what we did in the very beginning when we did 4 half double crochet rows. So once you have all of your half double crochets done, it's going to come out and look like it did at the other end of your piece. And the reason I like doing the half double crochets here is because these pieces are going to be a little bit bulkier. See, sometimes you make a mistake, and I did here, and it gives it a little bit more of a decorative edge on the ends of the placemat, and then the flatter surface is where the plate will be. So I like how this turned out. Okay, now we're at the end, and what we're going to do now is we're going to finish this off. We're going to go ahead and do a, we're going to go ahead and finish it off like we started, which is a single crochet. And now we did do the single crochet in both loops, so you can just go under both loops here, do a single crochet across that. And when I turned there, if you didn't catch it, we just did 1 chain. We did 1 chain. Now see, I've been doing all these double crochets and half double crochets. So what I did was I wrapped it without thinking. So you just want to put the needle in, pull it through, wrap it over, and then pull it through. That's a single crochet, which is what we did in the very beginning. So as you can see, this is going to be the last round. I did it again. I accidentally wrapped first. So sometimes when you get into the rhythm of it, you kind of forget. But we want to put the needle in, yarn over, pull through. Okay? All right, now This is actually the last row of this, and then we're going to kind of decorate it a little bit. So we're going to go all the way across here with this. And then when we get to the end, we're not going to turn. This is the first time we've not turned. And we're going to chain one to go around that corner. And then what we're going to do is do single crochets all the way across this long edge here to finish off that end. And so it doesn't look quite as ragged as it did in the beginning. Now, the only challenge here is it's a little difficult to figure out where to put your needle on these sides. But what I do is I just try to keep them even as possible and make sure that you're not getting too few stitches, because if you do, it'll shorten that side, and you also don't want too many stitches because it'll make it look longer on that side. So you just want to try to keep it even. So I just kind of check back as I'm going along, making sure that I'm keeping that the stitches looking even all the way across. And again, sometimes you have to push it through an area that maybe wasn't as easy to get through. But it'll all work out in the end, I promise you. You just keep working across, doing a single crochet in what you would estimate to be the next stitch. And then once we get to the end of that, we're going to do a little decorative stitch on the short ends of this. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to go in and do a double crochet in the first stitch. Okay, do a double crochet there. Then we're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. So, well, I'm starting over here. This is a double crochet. This is the pattern, a double crochet in one stitch, then a double crochet in another stitch, the next one to it, and then you're going to do a slip stitch where you're just putting it in and pulling it through in one thing to keep it, and it's causing like a scalloped effect. So we're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch and a double crochet in the next stitch, and then once we get that done, we're going to do a slip stitch right here, just pulling through and tighten it. Okay, we're going to continue this pattern all the way to the end of this short side. Once we get to the end, we're going to go around the corner by chaining one, and then we're going to do a single crochet all the way down that long side. Then once you get back to the other end, opposite of this one, you're going to do this same pattern all the way across, and then you'll be done. You'll have finished. And this is what it turns out to look like. Isn't it pretty? You have the scalloped edges on both ends and the decorative texture throughout. And I mentioned about enhancements, and here I just added a cute little pink crocheted flower to the edge, and I used some yarn to make a stem for it. This is just one of the things that you could do. You could add ribbon all the way around, weaving it in and out. You could do a lot of things here, multiple colors, anything that you want. I just really appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it.